there's the energy online is to promote gender wars.
And I'm not about that.
No, no,
And
I'm
that's
not. I'm not. I'm speaking for me.
right, right,
That
right,
I'm not. This is not because I'm prefacing where my mind is at.
right,
How are things going to be received?
right.
Because the energy online
It's terrible.
is to promote division. The whole concept of Venus, and not to try to put it in a nutshell, but one perspective is Venus, the symbol that's used in astrology comes from the Anuk that we say Ankh. It is Anuk. And
Mm-hmm.
the Anuk is where we get the word join and knowledge from. So to have knowledge is to join. The energy online is anti-Venus because it is to split away. So my mind is thinking long game.
Agreed. But again, it brings me back to the pendulum, right? So for so long, we've been ignoring fucking science, like real science. I'm not talking about woo-ha science. I'm talking about like real science, right? We want to say that this planet has only been here since the Bible. Just things that are just not that science or spirituality don't confirm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, it's like if you look at the human condition, what's missing is the feminine. And you touched on it in the last meeting when you said that, the arts were feminist qualities, male or female, doesn't matter, right? Da Vinci, even having those breakthroughs that he was having, he was birthing a whole system. Goes back to what I was saying to you about the woman doesn't really look at it as dying because she births, right? So even in the man, when he's worried about leaving a legacy, he wants to be creative. He wants to tap into his feminine side. Okay, even if he's doing it in a masculine endeavor, right? It's like we're lost in that for hundreds of years. The abuse of the feminine energy, yes, we do have to get back into a centrist, but she's been written out, okay? And I feel like it shouldn't be viewed as a threat. It should be viewed as a step towards harmony. I know that it can seem like upside down because it's like cognitive dissonance, but we need to get to the middle where it's not that she's being elevated, but that she's being pulled up to her rightful place, which is side by side. And we have to do that. I feel like until we do that, it's fucking chaos. And I think that's what we're witnessing. I just saw a video. This woman, she's from New York. She was making a meme joke type video. But basically what she was saying is women wouldn't be afraid of night if it were not for men. That's crazy, right? So it becomes a survival thing, right? And we have to find a way to change that. We have to.
Historically, it has not been a blanket of men. It has been a certain group of men that have created an environment. But either way, I don't even want to try to get into that. What I'm looking at is when I think feminine,
Right.
I'm thinking beyond gender because I'm telling you, if
Right.
the gender, you are never gonna convince men to to evolve if they feel like how it's received as this. You all did this. What
And
I'm
that's the thing. I think part of the problem is, okay, it's not to demonize men.
no,
Okay. It isn't.
that's
Like
not what I'm saying. I'm not. I
no,
wasn't even. I'm trying to tell you how men receive.
I get it. I get it. But they also, you have to understand that we're not saying a particular color of men, right? You know how many women get raped a year? It's like the other day when we had our last meeting, I was saying to you, we're walking around with individual mirrors. And what's in the man's mirror is not necessarily in the woman's mirror, and vice versa. We have not figured out how to have the conversation in an eloquent way, respecting both sides of the spectrum.